Call the meeting to order tonight. I want to welcome the public tonight to the June 28th council meeting for the village of Blacks Harbour. Tonight, record of attendance, all of council is here tonight except for our CEO, and she's away this week. And taking her place is Kara Hatt, our assistant clerk. I don't know if the TV can get Kara over here. She's right there. Yes, she loves the camera. And that brings us up to number 5, disclosure of conflict of interest on the agenda tonight. And we had one. There was Amber, Councillor Libby. Sorry, Councillor Libby.
Oh yeah. Declared a conflict on the 14.1.
Great, thank you. 6, approval of council minutes. 6.1, the regular council meeting for May 18th, 2022.
Be resolved the minutes from the regular council meeting on May 18th, 2022 be as pre-circulated, be approved and filed.
Moved by Councillor Thompson, seconded by Councillor.
I'll second that.
Deputy Mayor. All those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. Special meeting of council June the 1st, 2022. We'll go for a motion from the floor.
Be it resolved that the minutes from the special meeting of council on June 1st, 2022 as pre-circulated be approved and filed.
We have a motion on the floor by Councillor Libby, seconded by Councillor Councillor Thompson. All those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
All right.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. That brings us to staff reports, and tonight we have our fire chief here tonight, Chief Shaw. Chief, you have the floor.
Not a lot to report. Quiet there. For in May we had 8 calls, and last year in May we had 12 calls, so we're down 4 calls. The fire season wasn't really a big season this year for us, which people are learning. Was the weather cooperating and people were learning? I have no idea. Anyway, this is down. So other than that, I got contacted from the fireworks people. Apparently Connors has submitted the application for fireworks, and should be a pretty good show. It's an increase of $3,000 from last year, so we're up to $15,000. I think that's what it is. And other than that, I don't have much more to report.
Well, thank you for being here tonight, Chief, and I'll go to council to see if they have any questions or comments on your report tonight. It looks like a pretty easy evening for you.
I like the evening.
Thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Just want to take this opportunity before we move ahead with any other reports. We have CHCO here tonight, and we have Florence Mitchell doing the camera. Dale Wells in the very back. Maybe the camera can turn it around and get Dale. He's doing all the audio down there. It's the reason everybody can hear us is because of Dale. And in the very back corner we have Vicky Hogarth, and she's the star of CHCO. So it's great to have CHCO here tonight. Thank you very much for coming tonight to making sure that the public gets the opportunity to see our meetings. Oh, by me. Oh, Bambi, yes. Maybe Bambi's saying no. Maybe we get the camera on Bambi over here. That's Bambi Scott Levitt. She's our new assistant treasurer. So it's great to have you here tonight, Bambi. Okay, that brings us to the building inspector's report. Maybe I'll go to some council. One council would like to give that tonight. Councillor Thompson.
I can do that. Where's the report? Good. All right, so for the month of May 2022, estimated value, I guess the total amount of permits it looks like were issued in May were 3. Yeah, there was 5 inspections completed in the month of May, so the total value was 122,201. So it looks like that's the majority of the value we actually had year to date. Sits at $139,601. So yeah, I guess things are starting to pick up. You can see some activity in the village, obviously, with some renos occurring. Yeah, that's it. So I'll make a motion that the building inspector's report for the month of May 2022 be approved and filed.
Seconded by Councillor Wells. All those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
All right.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. I think we got to go back to the fire report. I don't think we approved that one. So I'll look for a motion to the fire department report be approved tonight.
Be it resolved that the fire department report for the month of May 2022 be approved and filed.
We have the motion on the floor by Deputy Mayor, seconded by Councilor Ritchie. All those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
All right.
And that's passed unanimously. That brings us to the Public Works report tonight. Councilor Wells, would you like to give that one tonight, or just take your time? I just put you on the spot, so take your time.
Chlorine, flow meter, filters, building and lagoon checks done daily. Lift station checked every Monday. Wednesday and Friday, water tests are done every second Tuesday, and sewer tests are done once a month. Checked and collected trash in bins around the village daily as needed. Garbage collection every Thursday. Recycling as per calendar on Wednesdays. In sewer and water, they've had repairs done to fire hydrants in Deadmans. 861 Main Street, hydrant at the arena needs repairs. And water samples were taken to St. John Labs from 861 Main Street. Broken water line was dug in Deadmans Harbour and repaired. At the arena, where they worked at on the broken boards, backhoe, looks okay, I guess. Road work that filled potholes in Glennie Court, Connors Lane, Industrial Drive, filled a hole in Deadmans Harbour, painted crosswalks, broken water line dig in Deadmans Harbour. Two garbage truck was taken to Rathburns for garbage truck and oil filter service. Lagoon doesn't look like much there. And miscellaneous simplex fire alarm inspection done at the arena. Sprinkler line inspection as well at the arena.
Okay, that's the report tonight. Is there any questions or comments on that report from the Public Works? Thank you, Councillor Wells. Did a good job. If not, I'll look for a motion on the floor to approve that report.
Be it resolved that the Public Works report for the month of May 2022 be approved and filed.
Councillor Ritchie made the motion, seconded by Councillor Thompson. All those in favor of accepting the report signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. CAO's report is here before us. I'll read this one out tonight. Outcomes, I guess, finalizing statements in preparation for audit. Completion of the funding application for arena projects. So completed interviews, hiring for summer student positions. And they had an employee appreciation barbecue one Friday afternoon. That was very nice. How was that, Karen? It was lovely, very nice. Oh, good, good. Ongoing is the work with the CEO. This is Stacy Frost's report, by the way. Is the grant applications for upcoming projects, the trails, the arena, infrastructure. Ongoing is the audit. Also, she met with the new transition coordinator, Greg Lutz, and now it's a bi-weekly meeting. CBCL, assessing needs and wish lists, that is ongoing. The water project, collaboration with Glenn Hawkins from CDEC, and discussions with ECW, RDC regarding upcoming projects. Priority for quarterly 2, April to June 2022, is the development incentives, strategic planning, finalizing the audit, gas tax funding allocations, and FCM asset management. Her meetings are before you tonight. I'm not going to go through every one of them, but she's had quite many meetings during the last month. Any question or comment on that, or anybody like to make any other comments about that report? If not, I'll look for a motion on the floor to accept that report.
Be it resolved that the CAO's report for the month of May 2022 and to date for June 2022 be approved and filed.
So we have Councillor Levy making that motion, seconded by
I'll second that.
Deputy Mayor. All those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passed unanimously. 8 to the accounts, and 8.1 is the budget figures. Somebody like to make a motion?
Be resolved the council approve the budget figures for the period ending May 31st, 2022.
Councillor Thompson's making the motion, seconded by Councillor Councillor Libby. All those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Accounts, the next one is 8.2, accounts payable. I look for a motion from the floor.
Be it resolved that council approve the total of accounts payable paid and/or payable for the month of May 2022 in the amount of $149,787.45, and payables to date for the month of June 2022 in the amount of $33,737.44.
Councillor Ritchie's made the motion, and the seconder for that would be Councillor Wells. Question or comment on that motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. Okay, 9, we don't have anything on the docket for tonight. 10, we don't have any correspondence. That moves us right along to approval of committee minutes and recommendations. 11.1, completion of probationary period. Okay, I'll look for a motion for the floor for the probationary period for Bambi Scott Levitt.
Be it resolved that council note and congratulate the successful completion of probationary for Bambi Scott Levitt.
Councillor Ritchie's made the motion, seconded by
I'll second.
Deputy Mayor. Question or comment on the motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. Congratulations, Bambi. You're doing an awesome job here. 11.2, appointment of signing officers. I'll look for a motion from the floor.
Be it resolved, whereas the Village of Blacks Harbour has appointed Bambi Scott Lovett as Assistant Treasurer, requiring the municipality to make changes to their signing officers with Scotiabank and Credit Union as follows. That accordance with the Municipalities Act, Council give authorization to Assistant Treasurer Bambi Scott Lovett to act as a signing officer for the Village of Blacks Harbour, along with already appointed Mayor John D. Craig, Deputy Mayor Adam Hatt, and CAO Clerk Treasurer Stacey Frost. Check signing for the municipality is not to bear both signatures as the same time of the mayor and the deputy mayor, or the CAO Clerk Treasurer and the Assistant Treasurer.
We have a motion on the floor by Councillor Thompson, seconded by
I'll second.
Councillor Libby. Question or comment on that motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, and that's passed unanimously. We move on to A, Scotiabank motion.
Be it resolved, whereas the Village of Blacks Harbour has appointed Bambi Scott Levitt as Assistant Treasurer, which requires the municipality to make changes to their signing officers with Scotiabank as follows. That in accordance with the Municipalities Act, Council give authorization to Bambi Scott Levitt to act as signing officer for the Village of Blacks Harbour, along with already appointed Mayor John D. Craig, Deputy Mayor Adam Hatt, and CAO Clerk Treasurer Stacey Frost. Check signing for the municipality is not to bear both signatures at the same time of the Mayor and Deputy Mayor, or CAO Clerk Treasurer and the Assistant Treasurer.
We have a motion on the floor by Councillor Libby, seconded by Councillor Thompson. Question or comment on that motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. And that's passed unanimously. B is credit union. I'll look for a motion from the floor.
Be it resolved, whereas the Village of Blacks Harbour has appointed Bambi Scott Levitt as Assistant Treasurer, which requires the municipality to make changes to their signing officers with Credit Union as follows. That in accordance with the Municipality Acts, Council gives authorization to Bambi Scott Levitt to act as a signing officer for the Village of Blacks Harbour, along with already appointed Mayor John D. Craig, Deputy Mayor Adam Hatt, and CAO Clerk Treasurer Stacey Frost. Check signing for the municipality is not to bear both signatures as the same time of the Mayor and Deputy Mayor, or the CAO Clerk Treasurer and the Assistant Treasurer.
Great. Councillor Ritchie has made that motion tonight. It's seconded by Councillor Deputy Mayor. Question or comment on the motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. It's passed unanimously. That brings us up to business arising from the minutes. I don't think there's anything there tonight. 13 is unfinished business. There's a canteen tender. Do we have a canteen tender tonight? Do we have one? You don't have it? Is there one in that package?
No, not that I see.
This is just the issue of tender, is it not? Or no, this is...
No, it's approve or deny.
I just don't have it. I don't have it in front of me.
I would ask that we move that to the next meeting then.
Do we have the proposal?
I don't know, I haven't seen it. Oh.
Okay, so we don't have that one actually tonight in front of us, so the deputy mayor has made it, would like to just hold off on that one for tonight.
I'd like to move that to the next meeting.
Yeah, deputy mayor is
I'll send that.
and that's Councilor Thompson. All those in favor of that motion to hold off until next month on that, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary, that's passed unanimously. That brings us to 14.2, support for ECW project. Somebody like to make a motion on that? Councilor Thompson?
Yep. So, what about 14.1? We're done with that? Horizon report?
Yeah, we've
Okay.
already done that, yeah.
All right, so 14.2, support for ECW project. So whereas Eastern Charlotte Waterways has requested monetary support for their upcoming project to help secure additional funding, be it resolved that council approve the request.
Okay, we have a motion of, okay, can you read the motion again?
So whereas Eastern Charlotte Waterways has requested monetary support for their upcoming project to help secure additional funding. So I guess I'll be a little bit more clear. Upcoming project at the Fresh Mart in Blacks Harbour.
Right.
To help secure additional funding for their farm. I guess it's the what's the right acronym? AEC. It's CAE. Yeah. Essentially indoor agriculture technology, vertical farming. So they've made a request formally to council for monetary support. So I'll make a motion that we approve the request from Eastern Charlotte Waterways as pre-circulated already. I mean, I can provide the amount as well. The amount?
Yeah, I think that would probably.
Yep. So the request was for $90,000 towards their capital contribution for the project.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to vote on something.
Yeah, and the I guess the other important thing to note here is you know, we would be a key stakeholder in the project where, you know, they're securing funding from, they're trying to get additional funding from the federal government, but they've already secured a significant portion of the funding from the province.
Great. So we have a
And this
motion.
brings jobs to Blacks Harbour. It's going to bring multiple jobs to Blacks Harbour, and
Okay, what we do, we have a motion on the floor by Councilor Thompson.
Right.
I'm not trying to cut you off.
Yeah.
But that's where the question or comment will come in.
Fair enough.
So we have a motion on the floor, seconded by
I'll second that.
Deputy Mayor. Okay. At this point, Councilor Libby, you go ahead and finish your sentence.
Thanks. Yeah, so it's expected to bring multiple jobs to Blacks Harbour. It's revitalizing that building that is right in the middle of Main Street, in the middle of Blacks Harbour. So we feel like it's a great project, and it's future proof. So it's a good investment for our village, and they've invested a lot into the village with other projects surrounding housing and transportation, and this is just a good addition to that, providing food security and education.
And also important to note, like just having us at the table will help them secure additional funding from other sources, so they can leverage our, you know, our contribution will be, you know, I guess realized many times over with additional funding. So, yeah.
Any other questions or comments from council before the vote? If not, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Contrary? That's unanimous. That is unanimous. 14.3, the Main Street Playground. I'm going to look for a motion from the floor.
So the Main Street Playground, whereas the Village of Blacks Harbour is looking to assist with the local housing shortage. So be it resolved that council move to relocate the playground on Main Street close to the ball courts at the arena in order to issue an RFP on the land for multi-unit development on the property.
Good, we have a motion on the floor by Councilor Ritchie, seconded by
I'll second that.
Councilor Thompson. Question or comment on the motion?
I'd just like to add that I think it would also fulfill the need of the safety of the road and just the concerns that have come in about that. And will eliminate the need there for the concrete barriers, and it would be nice to see a development there.
Great. Thank you, Councilor Ritchie. Any other questions or comments on this?
I have a comment, I
Yeah,
guess.
Councilor Thompson, you have
With
the floor.
the upcoming, I guess, YMCA programming in the community, I think this will help complement those services being offered at the arena. I guess we'll have we're going to look to expand some other recreational facilities there as well, so this will help complement all those activities. So, anyway.
So the plan will be to move it down to where the arena is, right? Not to get rid of it, it's to move it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Relocate it. Is that what, yeah, relocate?
And not a far distance.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's important to note, I guess, for all the children in the community currently using that, it literally it's a few extra steps down the lane to the arena. Yeah.
Any other questions or comments on the motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
That's passed unanimously. Okay, that brings us up to consideration bylaws. We don't have any tonight, and it's councilors' concerns. I'll start the ball rolling on that. This past month, I attended the provincial kickoff to the Disability Awareness Week, which was well attended in St. George on May 29th. On Monday, May 30th, I did an interview on CHCO in St. Andrews, which was aired last week. On May 31st, I attended the very successful bike rodeo here in Blacks Harbour, as well the open house for the YMCA and Eastern Charlotte Waterways. On Wednesday, June 1st, I represented council at a retirement get-together for Corporal Brent Allaby and presented him with a certificate from the village. On Sunday, June 5th, I had the honor of attending Leo and Marion Richard's 60th wedding anniversary and presenting them certificates from our MP, John Williamson, the Governor General of Canada, and from Buckingham Palace, Queen Elizabeth. At this function, I also presented George and Deborah, sorry, excuse me, I turned my paper over, McGarrigle with a certificate in honor of their 50th wedding anniversary. On Tuesday, June 7th, I officially signed the contract with the YMCA and the Village of Blacks Harbour. Last weekend, I began presenting the graduates living here in Blacks Harbour from Fundy Middle High School with certificates from our village, and I will finish presenting them this coming week. This being Filipino Heritage Month, I attended the Filipino presentation and dinner at the Macadamic Community Center in St. George this past Saturday. As I spoke at this event, I said in my words that our area is blessed and fortunate to have such a large amount of Filipinos living in our area, and hope to have a lot more when more housing becomes available. I also had the honor of being seated with Bishop Reisbeck at this event. I want to read out the graduates here before I go any further. The graduates from Blacks Harbour, they're graduating from Fundy High this year, is Russell Burdan, Clearaway Sell, did I say that right? Seal. Mackenzie Cormier, Kirsten Hooper, Marley Johnson, Madison Peters, Kathleen Quinlan, Troy Blanchard LeBlanc, and Colby Banks. So I want to congratulate each one of them, and I know they're going to have a very exciting next couple of weeks coming forward, and they should be a time that they will remember the rest of their lives. That brings me to this past Saturday event, the Arena Fest, and I know our Deputy Mayor is going to speak a little more in depth of it, but as part of our 50th anniversary of being incorporated as a village, there are so many people to thank for making this event a success and memorable, but I will start off with our office staff, Bambi Scott Levitt, Kara Hatt, and our CAO, Stacey Frost. You three went above and beyond for our village for this event, as you do every day in your jobs. Drew Dugan from Public Works for putting in a long evening working at the Fundy Arena. I call it the Fundy Arena, sorry. And Frank Richard from Third Wheel, Councilor Amber Levitt, our Deputy Mayor Adam Hatt for being there all evening long too. Our MLA Andrea Mason, who attended and spoke at the opening. I can never thank Andrea for all that she does for our area, and especially Blacks Harbour and our arena. And when I say our arena, I don't mean the Blacks Harbour Arena, but it's all Eastern Charlotte's. As well, I want to thank the local 50 wedding anniversary couples for attending this event and making it extra special, for it was 1972 that Blacks Harbour was incorporated as a village by then Premier Richard Hatfield, and the same year when they were all married. They are Debbie, as I said, Debbie and George McGarrigle, Betty and Mike Stewart, and Carolyn and Ronnie Bro. This week, yesterday, I attended the Eastern Charlotte Waterways Open House in St. Andrews. This coming Saturday, I will be attending the multicultural market right here in Blacks Harbour. And if it's rain, it's going to be moved to the arena, I believe, is what I'm being told. Tomorrow night, I will be attending the graduation here at the Blacks Harbour School at 6 p.m. And I'll be delivering certificates to each one of those graduates as well. This coming Sunday is probably one of the most important days of the year. I think Councillor Thompson and Deputy Mayor might agree with this, and Councillor Wells. It's Father's Day coming up, so I want to wish everybody a happy Father's Day coming up. Yes, for a little bit of news, yesterday Greg Hooper officially took over the 260 building and will commence turning that into a 10 to 12 apartment building just down the street from here. I did get a letter today. This dear Mayor Craig, on behalf of myself, the ECW staff, and the board of directors, we would like to say a sincere thank you for taking the time to come and attend our annual general meeting last night. The support of the Blacks Harbour Council and staff has been unwavering and greatly appreciated. Thank you to your staff and council for helping shape a wonderful community to live in and to be great partners at the table. Never hesitate to reach out. And that came from, I think, Brianna from ECW. There's another letter I got. Oh, the advisory committee, they haven't been meeting hardly at all, I don't think at all, this past month. Hello, advisory committee members. Thank you for your patience. We have had a short pause in our process over the past few weeks as the department and the HR consultants tried to fast track the interview process for existing CAOs with closed competitions, which was the case in Eastern Charlotte. The interviews were held on Friday last week. The HR consultants will look after the due diligence and follow up with the candidates. We should be able to share the results later on this week. Thank you to Debbie, Sam, and Nina for serving as the local interview committee and volunteering their time. And they're looking at June 22nd for the next meeting. So basically over the last month, there hasn't been any meetings to report to council on that. And that's all I have tonight. I'll go to the deputy mayor at this point.
So, as most people seen around Facebook, and the village has done some TikToks and stuff this weekend of our Arena Fest. It was a great success. We had third wheel and off the cuff. We roughly had 150 in people for as ticket sales, and somewhere around 25 to 30 volunteers to help make the event successful. I want to thank the food trucks for coming down, something a little bit different for our area here, and that was the Pizza Guy and Serious Smoke. It was a little bit cold evening, so it's probably not as busy as what we were hoping for, but hey, it was still something different, and everybody got to partake in it. I want to thank CCM Towing and Recovering for the donation of their trailer, because that was the stage. Wouldn't believe that it was a trailer after the production company was all done, and made a really good stage out of it. It was D&D Productions for helping us with that. Security, James Irving and Mallory Hoyt, want to say thank you for that. And there's a whole list of volunteers and helpers here. Carly Armstrong, Crystal Wilcox, Christy Camo, Gloria Russell, Carrie Newman, Paul Newman, Kim Russell, Darren Russell, Michelle Millette, Guy Millette, Brooke Russell, Dylan Hall, Heather Dewar, Glendon Votor, Ken Southwick, Mayor John, Councillor Amber Libby, in our office staff, Stacy Frost, Bambi, Kara Hatt, and special thanks to Frank. I don't think it would have been a success without Frank being one of the main point people with this, and Raymond and Tara Savoy. They helped with the 50-50 draw that was going on. As always, Drew does an amazing job, goes above and beyond. Once again, I think he was there at 3 o'clock in the morning still helping us pack stuff up. So thanks a lot, Drew. I really appreciate it. The volunteers above, we're doing any from checking IDs, doors, stamps, so on and so forth. I want to say thank you for the kitchen crew. They even closed their doors a little bit late the next day so they could come and help support selling tickets for the beverage stands for us. Anyway, at the end of the day, it was a great success, and it was great to see people out and enjoying themselves after COVID's slowly receding. So, and it was only a beginning to our 50 years, and I guess final years of incorporation. But anyway, I won't get into the nitty gritty of that. But the other thing this weekend that's happening Saturday, there's a multicultural day. An outdoor market that's going to be happening down here on Main Street. If it rains, it's going to happen in the arena, I believe, right? So anyway, if you get a chance, come out and enjoy the outdoor market. I'm not sure, the weather doesn't look so great right now, but from 10 a.m. to 2. And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the Arena Fest was a lot of fun. I just want to say, and maybe Councilor Libby may say a little bit more too on it, but it was great. It was probably the first time that I can remember that I went to bed, but the usual time I get up in the morning for work, so I went to bed around 3 o'clock that morning. So, but it was a good time, and it was great. Like I say, the ones who got married in 1972, it was great to see all those three couples there. And I also want to say too that Kara did an awesome job. I don't know if anybody's noticed the Facebook page too with all these TikTok things. I'm kind of new to all this new technology, but she's doing a wonderful job with doing TikTok. If you
the three of us.
Oh, three of you working. Yeah. I have no idea about this too, but it looks awesome. You took a lot of pictures that night. I think it was Bambi's idea that night to get the flag out and have pictures taken with everybody holding the Black Harbour flag, and I think that was an awesome idea. And it was great to see so many people out holding the flag, and even right down to the RCMP officers coming in. They had their picture taken with it, so everybody was in on the act that night. So it was a beautiful, beautiful night for it. I'll go to Councilor Libby.
Yeah, no, Arena Fest was great. It was good to see everybody out, and I think I've heard from almost everyone who walked through the door how awesome it was to be out again. And a huge thank you to the volunteers. That stuff's just not possible without volunteers. So we had lots of people show up and help, and it was great to see that sense of community around it. So look forward to our next events. I also just wanted to mention in partnering with the YMCA, now that it's announced and more will come on that, and operating out of the arena, they've also just posted a job for Blacks Harbour. It's a program coordinator for the YMCA that will be dedicated to programming for Blacks Harbour. So if you're interested, if you are qualified for that kind of position and want to take a look, it's on Facebook. We've shared it. YMCA Eastern Charlotte shared it. YMCA St. John region, I think, has shared it. So it's on there. If you are having trouble finding it, just let us know and we'll get it to you. Definitely would like to see that position. It's going to be really important to us, and really excited to see that happen here.
Great. Councilor Ritchie.
I've been absent for the last month, I guess, from council, but I will just say that I notice the constant dedication of the kitchen here in Blacks Harbour. I will say, like, as far as a local business, their support goes above and beyond. It's really nice to see them support every level of thing that we do in the community. They're certainly super immersed and engaged with the needs of the community. They support us in any way possible, and then they're always open-minded to anybody's dessert suggestions and food suggestions, which just makes it a place to want to return to.
Great, thank you. Councilor Wells. Yep.
I have good things to say.
Okay. Councilor Thompson.
Yeah, I can't say much more. I guess everybody did a good job. Thanking everybody for all the hard work and volunteering. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend that, and anyway, it sounds like it was a great time. Anyway, yeah, really nothing else to add other than, I hope everybody has a good summer, and it's upon us now, and the kids are finishing up school, and stay tuned. We got a lot of exciting things coming up here with some recreational initiatives and other projects in the village. So lots going on.
So you're all ready for Father's Day, are you?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us, council, to question period. The CHCO, yeah, I'm gonna go CHCO. Has there been anything on the whatever you call it, Facebook Live? Has there been any questions on there? Then I'm gonna go I went to the Star. She's back there. She's going to read through her phone. Maybe the camera can look around at Vicky while she's looking for any questions. Maybe there might be somebody out there right now. If it's live, maybe somebody has a question. Nothing yet. Okay.
Too nice of an evening.
Everybody's out mowing the lawn, probably. Okay, that brings us to the next meeting. Is a regular meeting of July the 20th, 2022, and that will be at 6 p.m. Just remind council next one is 6 p.m. half hour earlier, and make it a little bit better. I think you might be able to get out of here a little bit sooner. 19 is adjournment. I'll look for a motion for adjournment tonight.
Be resolved that the meeting be adjourned at 7:14 p.m.
Deputy Mayor, seconded by Councilor Ritchie. Question or comment on that? All those in favor of that motion signify by saying aye. And that's passed unanimously.